Hey there, Ginger Bratzel from New Patient Attraction Automation with you today, and I'm having a casual conversation in a rainy storm from my living room. And as I go through, we go weekly, we show you tips, we do strategies, we do all kinds of stuff about improving your practice. But today is kind of off the grid. I'm like a casual conversation over the weekend that we would have or after a meeting at the bar, just talking about what makes things click for people, what makes things not click. And it's kind of unfiltered. It's raw. It's the truth, and making it happen. And so, when I talk to people about growing their practices, they want all these little nuggets. Hey, give me the marketing campaign that works, or where should I be advertising, or what magic bullet? Maybe I should buy this software. Should I sign up for this service to do that? And here's the reality. So I talk to practices all day, every day, all over the country. I've been doing this for a long time for myself, and I can talk from personal experience on this. This is a conversation I have like at my dinner table with my kids about getting your act together, not getting your act together, and it comes down to being a jerk or not being a jerk. And that's a nice way of saying it. But here's the deal. If you think the world owes you something, if everything that's going on wrong is everyone else's fault but your own, you say you're willing to change but you don't, you have really a lot of negative tones, you're a jerk. And nobody wants to be around those kind of people. And not just people don't want to be around it, success doesn't want to be around it. Here's the reality. We all have the same situation. Everyone thinks someone's got a special break, or it's not fair, or someone's lucky. Here's the deal. Nothing is fair, and I don't want the world to be fair, because if it was, it'd mean nothing I did made a difference. I want an unfair advantage that I create. And when I talk to doctors and they have that crappy attitude, when they want success in their office, but they're not even congruent on being accountable to themselves. They show up late to their calls, they don't follow the questions, they're really rude and blunt. I'm like, if you're talking to me this way, or you're talking to your staff that way, you're talking to patients that way, and you're talking to life that way. And you're not going to be rewarded for being an a-hole. So I told you, I'm pulling the filter off. So don't be a jerk. So I can take two practices in almost the identical situation. Now on paper, like I said, they look the same. And then go through, and once you start talking to the doctor and what's really going on, it's back to him or her. Now, it sounds like a bash, and I don't mean it that way, because the reality is, if it's up to him and her, that's a situation, it can be corrected if he or she chooses to do it. You've got to let it go. If you go to any of my live workshops that we sponsor, we always have banners on the wall. And one of them that sits on the back wall when I'm sitting here talking, and I'll look at the back wall and I'll tell them, turn around and look at it, because they see it too. There is no professional growth without personal growth first. You cannot expect your practice to improve unless you're willing to change and evolve as a person. You've got to work on yourself. And it's just like a shower. You got to take it every day. You might have done some work in the past, but you got to keep it up. Self-help doesn't help just once. It's an ongoing process. So dedicate yourself to learning about others who have made transformations and going through and listening to their story. Read biographies of people who have been through things so far worse than you have in your life and have overcome these odds. People who've changed their attitude. We all have that opportunity. It's a choice to be an asshole or not be an asshole. That's the deal. And some of you listening to this offends you, or you say, hey, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Yeah, that's not what I need. Guess what? I don't want it to be around you. Let it go. You're clear to disappear and click stop. For the rest of you, the ones who are really looking for change, the ones who are really invested in yourself, it's coming. But this is part of the process. You have to invest in yourself. So it's not patience. It is not insurance company. We all have the same thing. It's not the marketing media, something changed. We have to change our attitude. It's internal. It's your guts. It's visceral. It is part of you. And we all get assholey sometimes. We all become jerks. I have that moments too. And it's important to have people that keep you in check, but also keep yourself in check. So dedicate the time to be a learner. Let it be a hobby. Let it be part of your makeup. And you hate to read, listen to podcasts. It's part of that experience, because once you get that under control and you're willing to change, and it's a process, I'll let you know, I will never be done with that process until the day I die. I will never be done. It's a lifelong thing, just like breathing oxygen. So if you're not willing to make that change, then just accept the fate you have. But if you are, you've got good things coming. We can help you with those things. We can work together and overcome those, because they are not a huge mountain to climb. They're a little molehill, because we have the right attitude going through. And I have tricks to get through the mountain, but I only can take people who are willing to learn and not going to complain on the journey. So if that's you, hey, maybe we can help. Let's talk. So contact my office. We can get a session set up. We can do an evaluation with to see where you are in your practice, and we can make suggestions if it's a match. But I want you to urge, we're going to have more of these casual conversations, unscripted and just off the cuff, because that's where it is. You know, life is changing fast. I want to give you tips and strategies and what's going on. So it's just going to be raw sometimes. It's just going to be me, you, and the camera, and the rain. We're having a power outage, it looks like. And so that's where I'm talking from today, and I'm glad we got this time to share with each other. Take care. I can't wait to talk to you, and I wish you well in your journey. Take care. Bye-bye.